today I've gone and had a look, and I've updated the MMR stats. So we started today at just over 15,000, 15,070, and currently, if you want to be the top 100, you need 15,826. Isn't that? I can barely read it. So let's just have a quick glance here. We've got potential Hunter Heartless start, and I think that's a very good place to be. So we'll do that. And then we need to grab one of those, and Venomancer is much more likely to be useful for some poison action. Give it a couple of rounds, let the bot scrape the data, and then we'll have a look and see what level this lobby is. For those who enjoy that sort of thing, don't forget that I'll be playing Raft tomorrow with my brother from 8 o'clock, so the last 2 hours of the stream from 8 till 10. That is now a little bit too loud. Just bring that down a tiny bit. Interesting. Definitely grabbing those. May as well grab the anti. I mean, we just grab them all, don't we?
You never work a day in your life.
He's got the warrior benefit, we've got the heartless benefit, so it is a bit less good than it would otherwise be, but I still think he's got more than enough health and general tankiness, and yes, he's got the HP regen to go with it as well, so we look well and truly boned here, I would say. No is the quick answer. So what I've managed to do is destroy my 3TB hard drive, trying to turn it into boot media. So the reason it wasn't recognizing it is because you're supposed to use a USB flash disk. I just sort of figured I could use my external hard drive. Turns out you can't, and that when you try to, you in fact destroy said hard drive. So I may have just cost myself about 100 quid, which is a bit irritating. But do we grab that anti-mage? I think we do. Do we grab the lich? No, not really. And yeah, anti-mage 2 makes sense. Pop it in, drop the grab the demon 2-star, drop the lich, and yeah, so we're going Hunter Heartless here. Now the question is, so we just drop that, we drop that, we drop that. That's what's going in. We're good. Yeah, so that sucks. However, what we have done, with the help of Mini Exot, who was very kind and came round today with, some technical help, and also to lend me his steering wheel. So we've now got a steering wheel for that rally game, so we can play it properly with a steering wheel and shifter. I'm going to have to get a little bit used to it first, set up the sensitivity and so on. But yeah, excited to try that out at some stage. What we did figure out is that what I need to do is buy a USB flash drive, and even if I had managed to get all this done, I still wouldn't have the 3.5mm connector cables that I need to get my 2 PC setup working audio-wise, so I can go and buy that from a guitar shop nearby, and then once I've got the flash disk and the USB cable, he's going to go home and try and fix my hard drive if he possibly can, and that's very kind of him. I'm looking forward to seeing if he pulls that off. I don't know. So he's going to try and recover the hard drive. I'm going to buy a flash disk and some connector cables. Then with the flash disk, I can hopefully get this computer booted up on Windows tomorrow. If I do that, I can then install the capture card and I've got some sandpaper as well, so that I can go and sand the desk, which is currently in my yard, bring that in here so that I can have the streaming PC next to my gaming PC to make all of this easier, because currently all day long I've spent most of the day just walking back and forth between my 2 rooms, reading the tutorials on one computer and then walking back through and trying to do it on the other one. It's been an absolute mindfuck. It took me 5 hours to achieve, well, the destruction of property. So what I've managed in 5 hours is the destruction of my own property and my own will to live. However, now I get to stream, which is what the whole point of this was to do in the first place. I'd like to be doing it in a slightly better way, but fuck it. We're here, we're streaming, I'm happy. Or I will be once I've finally sort of got that out of my system. And Desolator is amazing. Absolutely spot on. Pudge is excellent news. Drow Ranger is excellent news. But interest gold is also excellent news, so we're going to hold on for a minute. And we're not even thinking about Shadow Demon 3-star, so we can forget that. Oh, my anti-mage is hitting something without mana, so that's balls. Yeah, me, Mini Exot and Murzout, 3 players from the SBBL, are all friends in real life in Brno, and we are going to start a Gloomhaven campaign in about 3 weeks.
Mama Eve deserves a strong successor.
This is our chance at redemption. From the shadows, I have arrived. Time for muscle.
Yeah, I'm in an exactly similar spot. I've heard very good things and hope that they are true. I can't hit this interest gold in a good way, so I'm just gonna not.
They think they can win with that?
Anti-mage targeting perfectly, that's great. Which core mechanics would those be? Always interesting to hear different viewpoints on games. Yes.
So you need my help.
You cover me, and I'll cover you.
Oh, you dislike Legacy and you dislike Diceless Combat. Interesting. I love Diceless Combat because it's more skillful. And generally speaking, it depends how it's done, really. But and Legacy style games, I'm kind of torn on. I'm 50-50 on whether I like Legacy or not. Try again. This is an interesting lobby. That'd be why we've got some very high ranked players in here. Currently, Hunter Heartless is being contested by the top player in the lobby, the top ranked player, ranked 23 in the world currently, so unfortunate news for me.
We both know it.
There's no one I can't hunt.
That was a good round.
I'm coming for you.
You think you can outsummon me? My sentries will strike you down.
I think this is quite close, this. The amount of minus armor I've got is... Oh no, his Shadow Shaman got to cast again. If he hadn't cast again, I think we had that. Fucking Shadow Shaman and his arse.
Your generosity will be remembered.
Enjoy dice because while they may sometimes be swingy, learning how to mitigate that swing, the odds and how to affect the dice is part of the fun for me. So as long as that's all part of the game, if it's just straight a roll the d6, 4 plus you hit and under 4 you miss, no way to change it, good luck. Yeah, I agree, that's pretty bad. Yeah, it very much depends on how dice mechanics are worked out, right? Because, for example, in Blood Bowl, the amount of random chance in the game and the amount that dice are impactful and the ways that they are impactful are bad. Yeah, they just are. But in a game called War Machine that we played before, by the way, you know, there's a lot of dice involved in that, and it's a tabletop game. It's something like Warhammer 40k, but actually good and competitive. And that was a very, very competitive, high-skill game where the best player would very, very often win, which I think is important. I want the better player to win the vast majority of the time, and that was a dice system, yet that was still possible. So I think that was good. However, when you end up with... Now, do we even want to consider... No, okay. We forgot to pre-level. That is bad. That is not good. Not good. When you get into situations where dice are just allowing worse players to come back into the game where they have no right being, I very much dislike it. So this guy's doing the proper corner comp thing, same as we're doing, but he got the barricades. That's the main difference there.
There will be a massacre. Oh, don't look surprised. I'm near you.
And we both died before we got our enthralls off. But it looks like I've just got the slightly better comp at the moment. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of skill in learning dice probabilities and being able to very quickly work out the average roll on 3 die is a 14. So if I need a certain result, what can I do to well, I can do this, this, and this. Like, there's a lot. Ah, shit, we got boned. We got fucked. Damn.
Oh, they're going to really hate me now.
Yeah, but... And I enjoyed learning all those dice mechanics, but... Hunter Heartless. Hunter Heartless currently. We're in quite a high rank lobby. There's the rank 23 in the world is currently also going Hunter Heartless, so that's very bad news for me. To be contested by a very, very good player means he's probably going to navigate it better than I do. So we're going to have to hope for a little bit of luck on our side. And then this guy is the guy we're facing now, I think, is rank 118. So he's pretty high ranked. And then rank 346, and then us at rank 388, and then 395, and then a couple of big boss players. Pudge is excellent, we really do want that Pudge, and Lifestealer probably not so much. Yeah, this is the other Hunter Heartless corner comp. Not that many. You can have a look on Steam. That information is usually available there on Steam. Really irritating to leave those on such low life. That's cost us a lot of health we didn't need to lose. And it looks like we need to switch those two around. Perfect, that's what we wanted. We do want Terrorblade for sure. Take the roll to have a look. We're not going to get there, so we're going to move up straight away to 8 and 9. Looking for Medusa and Mirana.
You must be taught to rush.
You'll tear through your armor like it's nothing.
We're going to get the 3-star enthrall, so that's pretty good news.
Bow to me. Struck down their leader.
I mean, yeah, I'm decent at this game. I'm not, you know, I'm not the best in the world, but I'm striving to improve. So I like to have challenges on the stream. And recently, or not that recently, but I made this big push to go from, you know, the ranks that I was starting at, so down at lieutenant or whatever we were, all the way up to lord rank, and I felt that that was some really good content, and I like it when the stream's got some sort of push and design and progress and direction. And so I thought, why not set another, you know, ambitious goal? And top 100 seemed like a solid place to start. Hey, Sean, welcome back. Good to see you. How's your day going? Ooh, this guy is contesting the Beastmaster pretty heavily. So we're unlikely to find this Beastmaster anything more than a 2-star, but a 2-star Beastmaster is usually just about worth putting in, especially in a 6-hunter comp, in order to create the 6-hunter comp. So this guy is getting going with his Spirit Mage, and he's gonna murder us.
This is not my day.
Yeah, we are horribly contested. So we're moving up into the higher levels as quickly as we can to try and hit the Mirana and Medusa. So Reg is solid. I'm actually going to
I
do
will bring
that.
Lightspire back to glory.
I'll take that and put him in. I'll drop him.
We need to coordinate better.
This guy's got an unfortunately high number of 3 stars. I've just nicked one of them, so that's good.
It's my time now.
So the name of the game probably just changed with that Wraith King pickup to a Fallen game, because that is not contested. Not particularly, anyway. Anyway, we've got our... Let's put that on the front line, actually. So we've got our sort of corner comp start. Let's do that. Good to go Warrior Hunter Heartless with Spectre.
We don't know when to give up. I want their soul.
If we end up in a game where that sort of just ends up happening, then I'll certainly look at it. I can't say it's a comp that's ever just naturally happened. It's not a sort of natural weave. There's Mirana, good stuff. There's Death Prophet. This is starting to come together. So we now need to level up.
Cover each other's backs.
Such blood will be spilled.
We did get the 3-star Chaos Knight with the Enthrall, so that is going to help mitigate a lot of the damage that we would otherwise take. And by mitigate, I mean he's going to win us the round. My lord.
Leave our enemies to me.
I think we definitely need to start moving up to 9, because it looks like we are going to land this 6 Fallen composition. Which means we can drop him.
You will be torn asunder.
Again, I think one of the things that you're majorly missing, Hypersphere, is that you can't just add shit that has no crossover with what you're doing. Whereas because Pudge is already a warrior, you only need to add in, you know, and he's already part of the Heartless composition. So, but there's no knight. You know, do you see a knight on the board? So we need to put 3 Fallen in. We can put 1 in by just replacing one of our Heartless with Death Prophet. Scythe of Vice on that Death Prophet might be really good, actually. Yeah, I like that, actually. I do. None of that makes any sense anymore. That's going away. So I'm going to level up to put the Marana in as well. Why is that a Marana? Get there.
We will slaughter them all.
So we need to find a Baden. Wow, we are getting contested so goddamn hard, it's not even funny.
Note to self, having contemplates growth slate. I am no one's prey.
Wow, we actually won that. That is great. Alright, so we need to get Lich, and we can drop a Hunter, which means we can drop a Mirana,
I will make this city my
but we still need to get one additional in to get the Fallen. Do we need to go to 10 here? I think we theoretically might need to go to 10. We need to find a Baden.
This should be an easy fight.
Once we've found a Baden, could we just put him in right now? No, we'd have to lose 4 Heartless to put 6 Fallen in at the moment, which would be absolutely worth it, but then we would like to go to 10 anyway to put the 4 Heartless back in again.
We're better prepared, better financed, and frankly better.
This is a really high lobby. Well, not a really high lobby, but it's a pretty high lobby, so if we do as well as it looks like we might be doing in this lobby, then we could be looking at a good MMR boost for the start of the stream here, which would be really nice. I'm going to take a quick hard roll. There he is. Perfect. Perfect. Right, I think we just have to do this now. So we just do that. And now we have to spend on going up to 10 immediately to put this this Pudge back in. Which means I can just sell off this Terrorblade. Terrorblade 3 is not happening here, so we're just going for the 6 Fallen. And then in an ideal world, we need to try and find the Abaddon 2-star so that he lives a bit longer. That Lich 2-star would be nice as well, just for longevity's sake. Yeah, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. It's a bit of a transitional period at the minute. We lost a bit of frontline plus Pudge, who's quite a bit of tech, you know, as well as being frontline. So we need 6, we need 30 golds worth of level ups. We catch the Lich and the Death Prophet. That is amazing news. Don't need Venge. We'll take another level up. That is great. That is really great.
This is our moment.
You're just delaying the inevitable.
If we get that Death Prophet too, it's going to be sick, because she's going to cast probably twice. Are we getting that 3-star Tusk back? We are. And it wasn't enough. That guy's doing work, so we are going to have to get this 10. Now, I'm not going to ruin it just yet. I think we can take one more round where we lose. We'll take a free roll, a level up, try and find the Death Prophet 2-star. That would be an amazing increase. Abaddon's, obviously. I think Vlad's makes sense, but Bloodthorn is better. There's the Abaddon. Go on, Death Prophet. I'll take Abaddon.
Is the beginning of my ascension.
Swap those two over for crazy damage, and then we can level up and put Pudge in next round, but we still get full interest gold for this one. My Wraith King is dying way too soon. We need to move him back.
Must all make sacrifices.
We're going to take a lot of damage there. Wow.
While my army grows.
He found Medusa. That's annoying. So those need to move in, so that's great news. And then there, and then just health up the front line. Pop that on Wraith King. Keep him central for a second, and now roll down hard. Looking for Death Prophet 2, Wraith King 2, and that's it. Yeah.
Dare you?
I don't have Luna, no.
You belong to me now. Trust in me and be rewarded.
So he's out in 6th, he's out in 5th. Top 4 confirmed, lovely. No problem, don't worry about it. We didn't find the Death Prophet, which is the one that we probably want the most. I think that's the biggest one, because Wraith King we're unlikely to find 2 of. We might, but we're unlikely. Whereas Death Prophet we've got a reasonable chance to find, you know, 32% chance for tier 4s. So we just need to find that last Death Prophet. And there it is. I mean, we're never even thinking about 3-starring Abaddon here. We're not thinking about 3-starring anything. The lobby's going to be over in about 2 rounds. So we're not going to find 6 of any one card. We barely managed to find 1 of one card.
I shed this blood in your name.
You need to look at what improvements are actually going to happen. And people often very much underestimate how quickly games will end. They think they've got more waves, more rounds remaining than they actually do. Terrorblade with a Bloodthorn is just scary damage, he really is. My lord. I think that's this guy out because of Enthrall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7. No, it's not. How many DPS characters you mean in this particular lineup? Probably about 4 or 5. But having that 2-star Crobulus now is a very, very big increase. And now the only thing that can really help us here is Wraith King. And so there's no point in rolling, so... Oh, you just need... What? Like, I needed 1, because I had 1 on the bench, so I just needed to find 1 more. Which I have done, and now with 6 fallen, so she comes back twice, and with a Scythe of Vice, there's a very good chance she'll cast the 2-star version of her spell twice in a round, which is massive. Absolutely massive. She's about to cast it now. And then she comes back and dies immediately because this guy's got far too much fucking damage on the board. Good lord. This guy is strong. Now, did we knock out Makek? Come on. Knock out Makek. I mean, 3-star Spectre is always lobby winning. It's a problem. So what we're going to do is probably put... Yes, we did knock him out. Lovely. So we go into top 3. So now we just reposition against this guy. And so we need to put her in the corner. Do we want a Horn of the Alpha here? No, we want another Scythe of Vice. And just, we need to frog the Spectre as much as possible. And there's Wraith King and Medusa. That is big news.
Cannot die. I will take the glory I deserve. We stop him here.
I think I've done it. I think I've done it because she should go in and get turned into a frog. Why didn't she get turned into a frog? It got activated too soon. No! Too soon. Too soon, damn it. I tried. Plus 78 is very, very good though. Plus 78 is very much acceptable. So let's dive in here and update. So we got a second place to start things off.